afternoon. My name is Guillermo Patino, the chairperson designee of the New York City Loft Board. I welcome you to our October 16, 2025 public meeting. Section 282 of the New York State Multiple Dwelling Law establishes the New York City Loft Board. The board is charged with overseeing the legalization of intra-multiple dwelling units from commercial and manufacturing spaces to legal residential units that comply with the minimum standards of safety and fire protection in Article 7B of the New York State Multiple Dwelling Law. To achieve this goal, the board adjudicates and mediates disputes between owners and tenants, tracks the progress of legalization, and prosecutes the parties who violate the loft law and the loft board's rules. We'll first turn to a vote on the minutes from the September 18, 2025 public meeting. Are there any comments or corrections to the minutes? Is there a motion to accept the minutes? Thank you, Ms. Rosland. Is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Mr. Baird, can you please pull the board members?
Mr. Kaminsky?
Yes.
Mr. Robert?
Yes.
Ms. Pinkowski? Yes. Mr. Delaney?
Yes.
Mr. Singletary?
Yes.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
President Martinez?
Yes.
7 in favor, 2 absent.
Thank you. We'll next turn to the report of our executive director.
Good afternoon. Update on the building registrations. We have 212 buildings that have completed the annual registration process. We have 11 buildings that are in process, leaving 74 buildings with delinquent registration status. We are gearing up to start enforcement proceedings against these building owners. Update on the fire egress certification. We'll have definite numbers for you in November. A tracking system for the certification has been created in our database, and we are in the process of updating the system. But I can share with you that since the September meeting, we received 13 responses, 9 of which were new filings, and 4 of which either reported correction of the defect or completed the form correctly. Since the September board meeting, we've had 8 legalization narrative statement conferences and 2 site visits. Update on the rules. The draft of the rules of the proposed amendments regarding the quarterly reports, the Article 7B certification, and the protected occupancy have been completed. There is a new online portal for these submissions, and we're working with the mayor's office to create an account for these submissions. At the September meeting, we discussed DOB's bulletin about the professional certification program and the law board's filings. I provided today the updated DOB bulletin clarifying that applications for legalization of IMD units may not participate in the professional certification program. And that's my role. Any questions?
Thank you. We'll now turn to the case agenda. We have one case on the reconsideration appeal calendar. The case is 19 Vestry Street, New York, docket number AD0135. And Mr. Dietz will present this case.
This appeal application challenges an administrative determination that rejected a sales filing on the grounds that the owner had not provided valid consideration. The owner filed a surrender agreement in which the tenant agreed to sell his Article 7C rights to his units and to vacate the premises in exchange for the landlord/owner waiving approximately $21,000 in unpaid rent. The staff rejected the sales filing on the grounds that the waiver of rent is not valid consideration for Article 7C rights. The owner appealed the decision and submitted additional material attempting to show that there was additional consideration. After reviewing Loft Board precedent as well as court decisions, the staff has determined that a waiver of unpaid rent is valid consideration. The proposed order grants the appeal but rejects the additional material submitted by the owner because new material cannot be added to the record during an appeal. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any comments on this case? Is there a motion to accept this case? Thank you, Ms. Rosslin. Thank you, Mr. Singletary. Mr. Baird, can you please pull the board members?
Mr. Kaminsky?
Recused.
Mr. Robert?
Yes.
Ms. Pinkowski? Yes. Mr. Delaney?
No.
Mr. Singletary?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Chairperson Patino?
Yes.
5 in favor, 1 against, 1 recused, and 2 absent.
Thank you. We'll now turn to vote on the cases on the summary calendar. There are 4 cases on the summary calendar. The cases have been combined for 3 proposed orders. We'll pick up case number 2 separately, so we'll do that one first. Case number 2 is 486 Broadway in New York, docket number PO 0251. Are there any comments on this case? Is there a motion to accept this case? Thank you. Mr. Delaney, is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Bowers. Ms. Rivera, can you please pull the board members?
Ms. Prisco-Kuniski?
Yes.
Mr. Robert?
Yes.
Ms. Pinkelton?
Recused.
Mr. Delaney?
Yes.
Mr. Singletary?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Chairperson Patino?
Yes.
6 in favor, 1 recused, 2 absent.
Thank you. We'll now turn to the last 2 cases on the summary calendar. The first one is 135 to 139 Plymouth Street in Brooklyn, docket number TR 1251. The second case is 19 Thames Street in Brooklyn, docket numbers TR 1435 and PO 0184. Are there any comments on these cases? Is there a motion to accept these cases?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Rosanowicki. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Piscopic. Mr. Rivera, can you please pull the board members?
Ms. Prisco-Kuniski?
Yes.
Mr. Robert?
Yes.
Ms. Pinkelton?
Yes.
Mr. Delaney?
Yes.
Mr. Secretary?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Chairperson Patino?
Yes.
7 in favor, 2 absent.
Thank you. We'll now turn to the master calendar. We have 5 cases combined for 2 proposed orders. Case number 5 is 544 West 27th Street in New York. Docket numbers TR 1430 and PO 0175. And Ms. Oyekwe will present this case.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Chairperson Patino. Tenant filed Article 7C coverage pursuant to multiple dwelling law 2816 and protected occupancy claim. Pursuant to multiple dwelling law 2816, for a building to be eligible for Article 7C coverage, the status requires residential occupancy by 3 or more families living independently for a period of 12 consecutive months between January 1st, 2015 and ending December 31st, 2016, which is the window period, except for buildings located north of West 24th Street, south of West 27th Street, west of 10th Avenue, and east of 11th Street. For buildings designated within this area, residential occupancy by 2 families is required for Article 7C coverage. Here, tenants allege that Unit 4N, 4S, and 5N in the building were residentially occupied. At trial, tenants provided oral and documentary evidence to prove that the Units 4N, 4S, and 5N were residentially occupied during the window period. However, tenant failed to prove by preponderance of the evidence that Unit 5N was residentially occupied during the window period. Also, tenant failed to prove that they occupied Unit 4N and 4S as separate families living independently during the window period. The proposed order denies tenant Article 7C coverage and application and protected occupancy claim. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any comments on this case?
Yes, I'm going to vote no on this case. And part of the issue here is the report and recommendation provided by the Loft Board almost a year ago, October 21st. The board members received this case. There's 2 backups, one of which is a 1,500-page transcript, and the other is 500 pages of support materials on Friday night on a holiday weekend. So I don't feel that I've had adequate time to examine the entire file. I think in cases with this kind of voluminous, very complicated cases, particularly where there have been previous motion before the board, board members should be given the courtesy of a longer period of time to examine the record.
I agree, it's almost impossible to get into this and to come up with a solid decision on it.
To get FD back into consideration, we'll table the case and bring it back next month then.
Okay.
Thank you. Next case on the master calendar is a removal case. It's case number 6, 3540 Dover Street, New York. Docket numbers LE0764, RA0019, and RG0222. Are there any comments on these cases?
Yes, I have a comment. Same comment I always make on these post-legalization rent adjustment cases. It's very difficult for owners to prepare an application for rent adjustment based on code compliance costs. And I do know that most owners' attorneys advise clients not to attempt to do so because of the complexity of the regulations and the legal costs associated with it. So this owner withdrew its application for rent adjustments. We're not told why, but I would bet any money that it's just considered to be too complicated. So I would like to work with, the Loft attorneys, with Ms. Cruz, with the auditor, in attempting to make these regulations more accessible. And I don't want there to be, I'm not suggesting that that owners should be paid in full immediately, anything unreasonable of that sort. I think that, but I think we need to work on these regs. And I'd like, maybe not today, but next month, for the board members to vote to approve such a process that I would be glad to be involved in. That's my comments.
Thank you.
I would just, in response, I'm sure you would invite Lieutenant Representative to join you.
Oh, certainly. Yes, that's a great idea. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a motion to accept these cases? Thank you, Mr. Delaney. Excuse me? It's three cases.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
3 dockets. Sorry.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Rivera, can you please pull the board numbers?
Ms. Skomeski?
Yes.
Mr. Broward?
Yes.
Ms. Kinkopi? Yes. Mr. Delaney?
Yes.
Ms. Singletary?
Yes.
Ms. Rosen?
Yes.
Chairperson Bufino?
Yes.
7 in favor, 2 absent.
Thank you. So we'll conclude our October.
Mr. Chairman, before we conclude, I just would like to make 2 comments. First, I had occasion to look at the way we post the proposed orders on the law, now that we post them on our website. And the amount of redaction strikes me as extreme. In this particular case, the name of the applicant is redacted. As soon as the case passes and the order gets sent out, it goes to, they just switched, it's no longer New York Law School, now it's somebody else, but they're public documents. So I think it would be overly protective. I understand backup materials and people submit documentation and they contributed to this or that nonprofit concern to document their residency. That I see reasonable to hold private, but this just seems excessive. And my second comment is to request that in addition to the proposed orders, we also get emailed the agenda, the minutes, and the oath report and recommendations in cases that have one. Because those are, oath is bragging about those before we even act on the case. They're public documents, and I find, particularly with the report and recommendations, it's handy to be able to print them out so I can read them on the subway or someplace where tablet phone isn't, or laptop doesn't work. That's all.
All right, we'll do that in the future. Thank you. This will conclude our October 16, 2025 public meeting. Our next public meeting will be November 20th, 2025.